What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Bogey Man. I'm your host, Josh Laskowski. JT got the new year started off right with a phenomenal win out at the Century Tournament of Champions in Hawaii, taking home the trophy over Patrick Reed and Xander Schauffele. JT is going to be a fun guy to watch this year, but he is not one of my top 5 players to watch in 2020. Find out who my top 5 are coming up next on the Bogey Man.
Many doubted we'd ever see it, but here it is. The return to glory.
The greatest moment in golf last year was without a doubt Tiger Woods' return to glory at the 2019 Masters. So, why wouldn't I start with the Big Cat as my first player to watch in the 2020 season? There's an old saying that goes, what do you get for the man who has everything? Now in this case, it's what do you want to see from the man who has accomplished nearly everything? You want to see him go back-to-back at the Masters? Yeah, that'd be fun. You want to see him inch closer to Jack Nicklaus's major record of 18? Yeah, that would be even funner. But what I want to see from Tiger Woods in 2020 is something he's never done in his career before. That's win an Olympic gold medal. I know it's hard to believe Tiger has not accomplished something in his great career. 15 major championships, 82 career wins, but the Olympics just allowed golf to return back in 2016 when Tiger was still on his couch recovering from surgery. This year is Tiger's probably his last best chance to make the US Olympic squad. He's currently in the 5th position. Only the top 4 guys from USA will go. The top 4 right now are Brooks, JT, Patrick Cantlay, and Dustin Johnson. Tiger is going to need to have a great 2020 season to pass one of those guys. In my opinion, I think DJ might fall out of there. Cantlay is going to have a great year, mark my words. So Tiger, Cantlay, JT, and Brooks are going to go to the Olympics for Team USA. But the Big Cat Tiger Woods is my number 1 player to watch in 2020 because he is going to win that gold medal in Tokyo.
Make room on the mountaintop. Tiger Woods has matched Sam Snead with 82 PGA Tour wins, the most of all time.
Well, I was just talking about him. Another guy trying to fight for one of the final 4 spots on Team USA's roster for the Olympics, Patrick Cantlay. He is my number 2 player to watch in 2020 PGA Tour season. Last year, Cantlay had what some would say would be his breakout year on the PGA Tour. He won at Jack's Place, which is one of the hardest places to win on tour that isn't a major championship. We know how Jack likes to keep his rough nice and thick. And Cantlay was also number 2 in strokes gained last year on the PGA Tour. That is a very, very telling stat. Cantlay was also in the top 30 in putting. So he's a great ball striker. He is a great putter, and he loves the big moments. At the President's Cup back in December, Cantlay made a tying putt on the 18th hole to really give Team USA a boost going into the Sunday singles, and he won his Sunday single match, helping Team USA secure the President's Cup. Cantlay also just had a great week out in Hawaii at the Tournament of Champions. Cantlay will definitely be back at the Tournament of Champions in 2021 because he's going to have at least a 2 to 3 win season on the PGA Tour this year.
Sure. Look at that. What a round. 64.
Next up is my candidate for the 2020 Comeback Player of the Year, Jordan Spieth. Spieth has not won since his 2017 victory at the Open Championship against Matt Kuchar. Who can forget that epic final round? Spieth blew his tee shot on the back 9, I think hole number 12, about 1,000,000 yards right.
Oh dear, this is so far right. He's on another ball now. My goodness me.
Some of the spectators. Yeah, this is catastrophic.
Took forever to get a number with his caddy Michael Greller, but managed to make bogey on that hole. Followed it up by almost acing the next hole.
Yeah!
It's like we've entered an alternative reality.
And then had Eagle Birdie coming in to steal the claret jug right out of Matt Kuchar's hand. But since then, Spieth has not done anything. He missed the Tour Championship for the first time in his career in 2018, followed it up by missing it again in 2019. But the bright side for Jordan Spieth, he was the best putter on the PGA Tour in 2019. Ball striking has fallen off a cliff though. Jordan Spieth was the best ball striker, the second best ball striker on tour in 2017, but has fallen all the way into the 140 range. Can Spieth find his driver and his ball striking again? Because if he can find it and he replicates his putting from 2019, he is going to win a ton on the PGA Tour in 2020.
Hello again. 66 for Jordan Spieth. We remember him.
Up next, we have maybe the most popular player on the PGA Tour, Rickie Fowler. Fowler, this is his year to really show if he's all about the advertisements or if he's all about playing golf. Baker Mayfield is taking a ton of heat in the NFL for having way more ads than he has wins, but that same argument can be made against Rickie Fowler. Fowler is on every single golf commercial you could imagine, but the man only has 5 PGA Tour wins in his career, most recently last year at the Waste Management Open, but 0 major championships for one of the most likable guys. I'm not saying he shouldn't be in commercials. Rickie got to make that money. But I'm saying the reason is Rickie has to make that money from the commercials is he ain't making any money in the winner's circle. Rickie's never won more than 2 times in a single season. Best win came at the Players Championship a few years back. But since then, we all thought that was going to be the springboard for Fowler. It has not been. This year, though, I really look for Rickie Fowler to make a run at the major championships. We all know he plays well at Augusta National, but TPC Harding in San Francisco is a great major championship venue for Rickie Fowler. It's all about putting the ball in the fairway at that course, and Rickie Fowler is great at putting the ball in the fairway, and he's great at putting. Those are the 2 keys to winning at TPC Harding Park, and Rickie Fowler has both of those. Plus, it's out in California. Rickie is a California boy. He's going to have great vibes at TPC Harding Park. Also, Royal St. George's going to be playing firm and fast most likely. Rickie Fowler loves those firm, fast conditions. He's won the Scottish Open before. Look for Rickie Fowler to prove this year that he is all about golf and not so much just about the commercials.
Dick Fowler, PI.
Last but not least, my 5th and final player to watch for on the 2020 PGA Tour season is Adam Scott, the Aussie. Scotty just won the Australian PGA Championship a month back, and his homeland right now is getting ravaged by wildfires. Look for that to be a major motivation, not only for Scott, but for all the other PGA Tour players from Australia. They are going to be playing for their homeland this year. Another reason to be confident for Scott in 2020 is the flat stick. Scott was 31st last year in stroke gain putting on the PGA Tour, his best finish ever. The year before that, 2018, Scott was 165th. A tremendous improvement for Scotty. Look for him to keep improving with the flat stick. He showed he can still putt at the President's Cup, and we know he is one of the best ball strikers on tour with probably the most beautiful swing on tour. Scotty works it right to left, left to right, high, low. He can do it all. And with the flat stick keeping improving in 2020, Scott is going to have a great year, and he rounds out my top 5 players to watch for 2020.
I feel like I outsmarted the golf course a little bit, which feels good. And it was good enough to beat everyone. So it's been a long time between drinks for me, and maybe only once or twice did the thought cross my mind that I'll never win again, but this feels very good to win here, especially to finish the year off kind of winning at home.
Well, that's it, folks. Those are my top 5 players to watch in 2020. Expect for all of those guys to have great years. if you're into fantasy golf or if you're into betting, make sure you insert those guys into your lineup as soon as possible and place as many bets on them as you can. Responsibly, though. Always bet responsibly. But that's all the time we have for today. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what you thought of my list, who you're going to look for to have a great year in 2020. And don't forget to subscribe and follow the Bogey Man on social media. Thanks for watching.